guys, welcome to episode 2 of the DSC Podcast. We'll start by introducing ourselves.
Hey guys, I'm Luke. I'm the lead.
Hey guys, I'm Jolene and I'm the event lead.
Hi, I'm Lydia. I'm the front-end developer.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm the back-end tech lead.
Hello, I'm Om. I'm the outreach lead.
Hey, I'm Hed. I'm creative lead.
Okay, so question number 1. Why did you choose computer science? Did you switch from another major to computer science? If so, why? I was in pre-nursing on my first semester when I was in Long Beach. And then I realized it wasn't really practical for me because I don't think I can mentally handle like deaf people for my job. And seeing people getting sick every day, I think I'm gonna get depression before I get retired from my job. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch out of nursing. And I was like, I don't know what to do now. So I was like, I'm just gonna try computer science because like a lot of my family members, they're in computer science, like few. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do whatever they're doing because they look like they're doing okay in life. So, and then so I did computer science and I was like, okay, I actually really enjoy coding and I stay. So yeah, here I am today.
What was your first language, Jolene?
So we speak Malay, Chinese, and English in school.
In computer science.
Oh, my first language. I can cut this out. My first.
Okay, leave it.
It's okay.
I think we should add this.
Korean is my first favorite.
Dude, Korean's my favorite programming language, dude.
Oh gosh. Is Korean 1 indexing or 0 indexing?
I think it's 2 indexing. Two indexing, yeah.
Okay, anyways, yeah, that's my story. My favorite language is Java. How about Luke? What's your favorite language? Oh no, why do you choose CS?
I chose CS because in high school I took a class and it was like the computer science principles class. And I thought all of the topics were super interesting, like blockchain, AI, security, AR and VR, all those different kinds of things. I thought that was like the kind of a new frontier. At the time it was, and then now, all that stuff is still pretty cool. But I don't really know what I want to do in computer science, but it just seems super interesting, all the stuff, and I just like learning. So, yeah. Lydia, what about you?
At first, I wanted to major in computer science because I wanted to make games because I love playing games. And so I was like, back then I was like, what job or major like makes games? And then it's computer science. I was like, wow, that's so cool. I'm gonna major in computer science then. And so I came to Cal State Long Beach thinking that I was gonna make games and stuff. But then after joining the Google Development Student Club and participating in the Solution Challenge, it made me like rethink my life goal, and it made me want to like use my abilities to help my community. And I think that using computer science as part of my abilities to help other people. So that's currently why I'm majoring in computer science.
That's deep.
Thanks.
That's good. I like it.
I like that.
How about Daniel?
Oh, for me. So originally I applied to college as a history major because I liked AP Euro and I liked social sciences, but I realized that I don't like reading and writing. And it's like once you hit like upper division courses, I realized that it's purely reading and writing, and I don't think I could handle that because my brain is definitely more like computational. I'm a lot better at math. So I was like kind of like thinking about that over COVID, and then my dad, he's a software engineer. He introduced me to coding over COVID because it's like I wasn't doing anything with my life. It's just like you got to be productive. So that's when I first picked up coding, and I was like, at first it was just like I was like kind of confused. Like I was learning Java, and it was like print hello world. It's like like what am I gonna do with this? Like who cares about me printing some text in like a console log? But I realized like everything is programming. Like the websites that I go on, like Instagram, the apps on my phone, like even hardware, like my MacBook, everything has coding involved. And after like realizing like the impact of coding, I was like, wow, there's a lot of power into this, and I want to try this. And so um, I think that's one of like how I got into it, and I really just enjoy making stuff, finding solutions to problems, working with team. Like it's just also enjoyable for me. So that's why I decided to major in CS. How about Om?
Yeah, so for me, like to be honest, I chose CS as I knew that this industry has good money. Yeah, so like when I got out of my high school, I wanted to pursue either CS or mechanical and aerospace engineering. But as I said, the money factor made me choose CS over mechanical and aerospace. Also, I'm an international student, so I already have my family investing a lot of money behind me. So that was also a reason that made me choose CS because it has a lot of money, and I feel confident. Really feel confident when after I chose CS, and I'm also confident that I'll be able to earn good money and have a good future. Yeah. What about Het?
Yeah, for me, when I was in high school, so I love doing mathematical problems, specifically in calculus. So I was thinking to take a mathematics major, but also I was good at drawing. So I was thinking to take architecture field, but my sister was in CS major, and I used to read her books. So it was like about Java programming. Yeah, and I explored the field in the internet, and it was so good. I found it very interesting. So my focus changed to CS major, and yeah, and that's the reason I took the CS major.
What have been the most challenging part of being a CS major so far?
For me, I think it's like the fact that you can't learn everything. It's like that's something that's really frustrating, but it's like interesting at the same time, I guess, because I feel like in high school it was so easy to like just go through the whole textbook and like just like learn. You feel like you know everything, but as you actually start like learning more and more, you realize how limited your brain is and how there's so much more. Like there's and CS typically or CS is like it updates a lot more than like technology is always like advancing. So there's always like new frameworks, new languages that are always going to be the best. So I think it's challenging to want to know it all, but you know that you'll never be able to do it. And it's just like you have to always be like upgrading your knowledge, like learning new frameworks that follow the trend of programming and software development. So I think that's one of the most challenging parts for me. Right. Who's ready?
Yeah, I can like kind of
Okay,
relate to that,
yeah,
Daniel,
same.
and build off of that. Like the goal for us right now, like we're in college, is to figure out what we like and explore new things. But it's hard to do that too, like when because one of the challenging things has been like, how do you know if you like something when you don't even know how to start in that field or in that like specialization, So
Yeah.
like if I'm like, oh, I want to do machine learning, but how am I going to do machine learning? Like, I don't know where to start. And you kind of just have to really put yourself out there, either from other students who know like how to get started in that, or just research your butt off, So
Yeah.
I guess like for me, it would be optimizing my code. Because like there are so many ways to solve certain problems, but you also have to consider like how much space you can use to run certain programs, or how fast your program you want your code to be, but you have to like give up some space to make your code faster. So like I think that's why one of the reasons why I think CS is really difficult in a way. And I think another reason why is that like what Daniel said, like technology is advancing and we have to like constantly learn new things like almost every day. And like whenever I think about like if I were to compare like the medical field and the computer science field, like the computer science field is, like I said, like changing, like it's like constantly updating every day, while for like medical field, like you have to learn all of these past knowledge and history to like understand like the human body and things. So I think it's just why, yeah, it's just why I think like computer science is just difficult in general. Yeah.
For me, my answer isn't that deep, but I think like the most challenging part for me is to be patient because things don't work out the first time for computer science. But I'm the type of person, if things doesn't work out my way, I get really angry about it because I think like in high school, a lot of the classes we go to or the work we do, it usually like you can just finish it in one go. But for coding, you have to keep trying and trying and trying. So I think being patient is very important when you're doing coding or being in like the computer science field.
I feel like patience, I feel like patience is something that you learn as you go, as you code more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly like I agree with that because it's like I think I'm impatient with other stuff in life, not just coding. And it's like, especially like problem solving, I feel like in math, like I didn't take advanced courses, but like it seemed like I could always get to the answer in like a specific period of time. But I feel like CS and projects, like there's not like I can finish this in 30 minutes. So it's like you just have to start the project as early as possible in order to kind of just achieve that goal. So I think it's definitely something that we have to learn. Hey, you got something?
Yeah, for me, it's about the theory part that I found frustrating. That for some field in CS like cybersecurity, yeah, just getting into direct, we just need to learn the whole theory, and it's quite boring like chemistry and biology. So, yeah.
Uh, like I agree with all your discussions. Like you already discussed the most common problems that everyone face while entering CS. But to add on it, I'll just say that like CS is a very wide industry and you have a lot of options in front of you. So one of the challenges that I face is to decide in what path or what sub branch I would like myself to go forward with. Yeah, as I said, CS is a very broad industry and it is like going exponentially. It is changing exponentially day by day. So to find a confident and a comfortable sub branch is very important and as well as challenging. So also in order to like choose your sub branch, you first need to explore as many as sub branches as possible, and that requires time. And you get only 4 years to do all this work during a bachelor's. So I believe that if you start early, you have an advantage. And yeah, I think time is the most challenging thing when you be a part of the CS industry.
Yes, I agree with Om. So how do you guys deal with stress and any time management tips?
Yeah, so for the stress, actually I listen to music, to be honest, to like relieve my stress. Whenever I code, I just start some slow, soothing songs in the background. It just helps me relax and think accordingly with the problem. And yeah, I think that would be my stress buster, listening to songs.
Yeah, music is nice. I like some lo-fi beats. Those are always helpful when I'm doing my homework. Also, one thing that helps me with stress is like working out every day. Like if I don't go outside or like do something active, I'll probably accomplish even less than I would if I just like tried to hack at my homework all day and get ahead of things. You have to like stay active. And time management. Let me see. Probably just really setting aside the time, being organized, and having like a priority queue of what you should accomplish. Whatever things due first or more work, you should definitely just be organized. That's probably the biggest thing for me.
I think for me, how I deal with stress is like talking to my friends through Discord during this time of COVID, and like play games, listen to music, or just walk around the neighborhood whenever I need a breather. And for time management, I would like use a Google Calendar on my phone so I can like list my to-do list, so I can see like what assignments I need to do first and prioritize small assignments first, so that I can like get it over with and then work on the big assignments later.
Yeah, for me, I personally I'm not good at handling stress. Like I think I'm the type to just like keep it in, and then I just get like burnt out at one moment. So it's something I have to work on. But in terms of time management and like just organization in general, like my friends pretty much call me like a robot because I like organize everything. Like I use Google Calendar, yeah, definitely it's like the best tool. Use it with Google Tasks and you can add like reminders and all the tasks that you have. I personally am on Google Drive like 24/7. I I have like spreadsheets for everything, for internship search, finances, budgeting, roadmap for my classes, just use documents for everything I have to write down. Yeah, I think there's a reason why I'm in the Google Developer Student Club. I guess I'm sponsored by Google Drive. But yeah, and also other than Google, what I like to use is I don't know if most people heard of this, but Notion is very popular these days for school. There's a lot of templates on YouTube for like organizing classes. So I have like my weekly course schedule. I have all the syllabus posted for each class. I have all the due dates posted, like a calendar view, list view. So it's very helpful and it helps me like visualize what I have to do. So yeah, that's my management skills.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Also, I'd like to add up to that. Like, I want to ask you all one question. Like, what is the preferred time for coding? Like, some people prefer coding in the daytime, and some people prefer coding late at night. So I'll start with me. My favorite time is coding late at night. What about you guys?
I am a morning person, and I think I do process better in the morning. So I would prefer like daytime, and then at the night I like to get my rest.
I can prefer late night, and I probably for coding I can just stay awake for a whole night, but not in the morning.
For me, it doesn't really matter night or day. I think it matters is when I get enough sleep and I feel the most energized, then I can code.
I probably, yeah, it just depends on, same with Jolene, depends on how much sleep I get. If I don't get enough sleep, then I'll probably wait till like really late at night, but then that just like it becomes a cycle of me going to bed even later and later each night. But eventually I'll be going to bed so late that I'll like have a normal schedule and it'll just cycle through like, yeah.
How do you guys deal with imposter syndrome?
Yeah, I think imposter syndrome is definitely like it affects a lot of people, and that's why a lot of people I think give up CS, because it's like you always compare yourself. I think the biggest issue, like the root of imposter syndrome, is when you compare yourself to people. That's when it like really hits hard. I feel like if you don't compare yourself to people, then you're just like kind of like you just do your thing, But I learned what I realized I got imposter syndrome when I was on Reddit, CS majors on Reddit, and I was on LinkedIn all the time. And I just kept like looking at other people getting offers from like Fang, and then they were like, yeah, they were just getting better offers than I was. Their LinkedIn was like packed with like 20 experiences, and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, It's like I feel like I'm not doing enough, but it's like I feel like so burnt out already from trying so hard. So what I did was got off Reddit and LinkedIn. I deleted it from my phone so I don't like look at it so often, and it actually kind of helped me. And I also kind of changed my mentality. It's more like, instead of trying to become like other people, there will always be someone better than you. That's like a fact. What I try to do is I want to be a better me tomorrow than today. Like tomorrow, I want to learn something new, whether it's like a new programming language, whether it's a new like style of lead coding, or like any tips or advice that I can gain from the day. So I just try to I try to update myself each day, like even small steps. So I think that's important.
Those are really good points that Daniel that you made, like about LinkedIn, like seeing everybody with their crazy experience in internships. I don't know if this is really imposter syndrome related, but like when we were back in school, or when we were in school like a year ago, 2 years ago, I think, just when a professor would ask questions, or or they were teaching, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't understand at all what he's talking about. I would feel I would feel stupid because I didn't know what they were talking about, and it seemed like a lot of people did. But when we were remote and on Zoom, it was a lot better for me for some reason, because I didn't have those same thoughts. And I ended up doing better in classes because I would not hesitate to ask questions. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I like to agree with Daniel. What he said, that it get worse when we compare us with others, but sometimes it's kind of like motivates you that the other persons are getting it, but you don't. That it kind of signals that like we're not doing our best. So it motivates that just do your best and you will get more than that, more than them. So yeah.
Yeah, in case you guys haven't heard yet, next semester we're most likely gonna go back in person. So what do you guys look forward to the most when we're back in person?
Uh-oh,
What was that about?
that's not good, because I just talked about how helpful it was that we were remote, and it was
Oh.
super nice for me. I'm looking forward to playing ping pong at the USU. That's it.
All right, I better be practicing at home now for that.
I guess for me, it would be just like meeting more new people. Yeah. And probably improve my pool skills.
I guess
I
gotta
love
practice
playing
pool
pool.
too now. Got a lot of things to practice. For
Being
me,
so
I think,
competitive, I see.
yeah, I gotta be competitive. I think I've never been in person for class, because I started at Long Beach last fall, which was full online. So I think what I look forward to is like, I guess like making new friends, because it's like everyone I've met is like online. So it's kind of hard to kind of like hang out and socialize and get to know them at a deeper level um than like in person, you know? So I think that's, yeah, probably like networking and just getting to know more people is probably what I look forward to.
I kind of agree with Daniel because it's the same with me. I started casted Long Beach in spring 20, and like I started in January, and COVID hit in March. So I just got like barely 2 months of college experience, like college life experience, and I'm really dying to have some sort of college experience because I came all the way from India just to have some like different experience to get some college exposure. But it's just that it's just that I'm just hoping that everything gets fine and we start going to campus as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I'm looking for group projects at USU, and after group projects, just playing pool and pool and other games at USU.
I think for me, what I look forward most to is to meet the people that I met when I was in freshman year and I couldn't see them anymore. Yeah. So where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. That is, what is that? 26?
25?
I would be probably
Yes.
working.
You're gonna be
choices.
working. Where are you gonna be working
Yeah.
at?
A company.
Nice.
You're gonna have
For
your
me.
own company.
Dude, everyone, make sure you connect with Lydia on LinkedIn, so you can get a job right after undergrad.
Yeah, how
I'll
much are you
hire
gonna pay
all of
us?
you guys.
Yeah, 6-figure, 200K starting salary.
Oh yeah, definitely a good
Okay.
deal.
Yeah, I think. So so I have like a plan that I've set. So like after undergrad, I want to like work for like a year and a half or 2 years in industry. I don't know, probably like a software company. And then I want to go back to grad school. Not because I want to go back into academia. So not like I don't want to do a thesis, but I do want to get a coursework based master's. Um, my goal right now, I want to go to Stanford, but that's my goal for now, and then go back to the industry to work. I want to get a master's in software theory because I eventually do want to become a software architect after getting into software engineering. So yeah, that's my future plan for CS.
Dang. I want to go to at least get my master's in computer science because I want to be an astronaut potentially. And you need a master's in computer science and 1,000 hours of flight experience. And yeah, I don't know. It just sounds very exciting, to go up into space and see the world, see Earth, see the moon, maybe go to the moon. So yeah.
So if money was not a factor, what would you want to be? What is your dream job?
Dude, this is like, yeah, I think if money was not an issue, like I would want to be, actually, I think because I like watch a lot of like Korean shows, and I would want to be like a producing director or like even like a star on like a show, because it's like the reality shows are really fun and like the variety shows are really fun. So it's like I kind of want to participate in that, but I know like that in the entertainment industry is not a stable one, so that kind of does stop me from kind of wanting to work. Compare like CS is definitely a lot more stable. So yeah, if money was an issue, I would want to be famous.
Uh, yeah. So if money was not a factor, then I would have gone into, as I said before, mechanical and aerospace engineering or astrophysics. So the reason for that is I'm really curious and interested about space, particularly space life. I love seeking knowledge about how everything in space works, or in other words, why everything is working in the way it is working and not in some other way. Yeah, so definitely either of these two options would have been my career option if money was not a factor. Yeah.
For me, I would want to become a music producer because I've been studying music for like all of my life since I was young, and I also used to like making music. So if money wasn't a factor, I would be probably making music for other artists, maybe for myself. Yeah.
Can you sing us a song right now, Lydia?
Twinkle,
Can you-
twinkle, little star.
Can you
How I
pick
wonder
something
what
for
you
us?
are.
Can you play something for us?
Yeah, do you play guitar, piano, anything?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you
I
play
play.
something?
Yeah, I play both the piano and the guitar.
Can you play
Can you
both
Dude,
at
play
the
them at the
same
same
time?
time?
Dude, Luke and I had the same idea. Dude, Luke, you and I were like,
literally the
yeah.
same brain cell.
You still didn't answer a question. Can you play both at the same time?
No, I can't. I need
Dude,
my two
Lydia,
hands.
I'm
Are you really
disappointed.
talented then?
I don't
Am
think
I
so.
talented? Am I
Uh,
talented? I don't know.
even I play both guitar and piano,
at the
but
same
I can't.
time?
At the same
No,
time?
not at the same
Dude,
time.
I'm disappointed, man. Dude,
Yeah, I'm
you gotta
under-talented.
you gotta improve. You gotta like next time you have to show us.
Yeah, yeah.
let's see. If I didn't have to work for money, I'd probably just travel the world and then go to space because that works either way. It just seems super cool. Go to space and then die in space because that would be crazy.
Wait, why would you want to die in space?
At like 100. Daniel told me I was going to live super long, so that I'll just stay up there and then die of old age, not due to space-related causes. You know.
Okay, gotcha.
You should contact Jeff Bezos.
Oh
for
yeah, just
going to
email him
space.
actually.
Yeah, you can just call him. I think I have his number. I'll send it to you after this show.
I'm on speed dial on my Kindle.
All right.
Yeah, if money wasn't a factor, I'll probably a cricketer or an interior designer because I love to play cricket. And the place where I used to live in India, to be a cricketer, it's like there's a lot of politics and money if you want to be a good cricketer. So yeah, if money wasn't a factor, I would probably a cricketer.
I think studying wise, I think I do better at home because if I study with other people, I end up just like hanging out with them and talking. So it's definitely not more efficient, but I believe that for classes, I think in person will definitely be more beneficial for me, which will help me focus and also kind of like build a relationship with the professor.
That's the same for me with Daniel.
Yeah.
I relate to that.
Actually, I'll say that I would like things to be hybrid. Like some days work from home, some days in person. I think that works the best for me because I need to like sleep till late on some mornings and I need to wake up early on some mornings. So I don't think that makes sense, but yeah, hybrid.
For me, I'll prefer in person so that I couldn't get sleep at that time. So yeah.
I think in person is way worse for me because, like Daniel, I'll see somebody I know and then I won't get anything done. I'll just talk to them or.
Yeah, I experienced this. We were in high school. Luke and I were in pre-calc together,
Wait,
the same
really?
group. Yeah, we were, but
Oh no.
we didn't get anything done.
No, we didn't.
Like we had like a period, like he would finish the lecture early and he would give us like homework time, but I don't think we ever did homework.
Never. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was memorable. It was definitely really fun.
Yeah.
So if you have to pick another major, what major would it be?
I think I would probably pick something on the business side, like business management. Because I think, or economics, I'm also very interested in like finances and like stuff like that. So I think I would want to be in that side, but I definitely like the tech industry a lot more.
I think for
Uh,
me, I would.
oh.
Oh, sorry. I think for
Go
me,
for
I
it.
would major in music. Yeah, because I really like music in a way, and I thought music theory is like really interesting, and how music works is also interesting. So yeah, I think I would major in music if I wanted to, and have the freedom to.
I think mine is the same with Vidya. But as I said before, either mechanical aerospace or music, because I just realized that I love music as well. I like even create music. I make songs. I even have my YouTube channel, so I would also like to invest more time in my YouTube channel and be a songwriter or song creator. So either of that works, either mechanical or aerospace or music. Yeah.
Okay, what are some pet peeves that computer science students have?
When I meet new people and they ask what's your major and I say computer science, they're like, oh, you are very nerdy. You're kind of boring. Like it's the pre-assumption that everyone has for CS.
Oh, I wanna
Yeah, that's
student.
true. Like
Yeah, we
whenever I go like, oh, my major is computer science, like, you must be so smart. You
Yeah.
must be a genius. And I'm just like, I just worked hard to get this major. That's it. Thank you.
I wish when people thought of computer scientists, they thought of Professor Steve Gold. This guy rides motorcycles, does blacksmithing, archery. He's super funny. He's a handsome Chad. I just think, yeah.
CS students are the most talented ones. If you guys don't know it yet, just know it. They are the most talented ones. Like they can do anything. Like they manage doing CS and also their hobbies at the same time. So that's really is a it's a great deal to manage. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, Stack Overflow, for making us seem like we're smart, but we're actually not. We're not sponsored by Stack Overflow, but we're always welcome to have sponsors. So, yep.
It's literally Stack Overflow. It's literally the Bible of computer science.
Yeah, pretty much.
It
If you don't
casts
use
out,
Stack, yeah.
yeah, it casts out these sinful bugs away.
If you don't use Stack Overflow, I don't know if you're a real programmer. Just kidding.
So what are some things you do outside of CS or computer science?
For me,
You can go on, Daniel.
thank you. I play the drums. I play for my church, so I play that. And then I played volleyball in high school, but it's kind of been hard to like play with, not in like a league. I've been getting into badminton, so that's been fun.
I'm very good at badminton. I can beat
Oh,
you.
really? Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna have
skills, Jolene.
All right, we're gonna have a
Show them
competition then.
off.
Okay. Lydia, go ahead.
For me, I would sometimes play the piano, watch anime, read manga, and sleep when I have time, and read books when I'm really bored. And these days I've been like getting into chess, so I've been like studying about chess for a bit. So yeah, that's what I do when I'm not coding.
I like to add on that. As I said before, it's I do music. I make music. I write song lyrics, and I also play cricket. And in my free time, I like to play cricket and soccer both. So yeah, I also like to watch soccer. So anything related to sports and music is something that I do in my free time.
What would your startup be?
Or like personal project ideas, anybody? I'm gonna make Facebook. I'm just kidding.
Facebook number 2.
Yeah, I'll name it Facebook number 2.
What's going to be different from Facebook 1?
Just adding a number 2.
You just steal all of your code?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, pretty much. I'm just kidding. So I have a startup idea. Okay, but I don't know if people want to if people are going to take it from me. That's the thing. So, but yeah, I'll share it. So it's gonna be called not Tinder. It's gonna be like,
it's not a dating app.
no, it is a dating app, but it's not Tinder.
Right.
So a safer version of Tinder.
Yeah, so I was thinking so you know how it's gonna look like LinkedIn UI wise. So you can endorse your friends to get dating partners, and it's a more trustworthy system.
So that's why it's going to look like
Interesting.
LinkedIn, because it's going to be blue, and blue promotes trust.
No, it'll be pink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's still going to be about love. It's still going to be about love.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a love, but it's just the UI is like a LinkedIn.
Okay, I'm writing this down. What did you call it again? Not Tinder?
Not Tinder.
Okay.
Okay, then you can make not Bumble.
Not Bumble.
Not Bumble. It'll be yellow. Mine will be pink.
Okay.
Okay. That's fair. That's my startup idea. I'm not lonely or anything. Yeah, just getting that clear. I'm not.
What made you start that idea?
So, I don't know if anyone like listening to this knows Joma Tech. He's like one of my favorite like YouTubers. He's really funny. He used to be a data scientist and then now he's a software engineer at a untitled large tech company. He says untitled large tech company to hide his where he works, but he made a series called Startup where like he kind of just like it's like a joke, like he like mocks like it's a parody version of like software engineers and like starting a startup, and he made a creation called Not Vine. But it was literally Vine. And so I was like, dude, I'm gonna make Not Tinder. So that's my inspiration. Thank you, Joma Tech. Dude, I'm plugging a lot of people in here, but thank you.
Yeah, my startup idea is very much similar to what Daniel's idea is. But so like I was thinking about mixing LinkedIn and Tinder. So like in Tinder, like you get to update your bio. So in place of that, the ones who are swiping on Tinder are the ones who are looking for an internship or a job. And in place of bio, they can write about they can upload their resume and their personal achievements. And on the other hand are the companies. So the ones who are swiping, if they swipe right, and the ones who are looking for interns to work for them swipe right, they got a match. So that's how I think that would be a very cool way of finding an internship and a job. So yeah, and yeah, it sounds very stupid, but I think it has some potential. So let's see.
Yeah, it doesn't sound stupid. That sounds really cool. Sounds like a more personal way of hiring, because a lot of companies, like tech companies, do it all automated, and they just have like their robots read over the ATS. You know, what does the ATS stand for? It's like
Applicants tracking software.
there it is, and that's how they kind of look through like thousands of applicants at a time. So your way is a lot more personal but manual too. So it
Yeah,
has its upsides though. Sounds pretty cool.
yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna plug something else. Uh, so speaking of like startups and ideas, like we do have a DSC Solution Challenge coming up in 2022. So this podcast will go after the info session, but make sure to stay informed about the Solution Challenge so you can create a project and submit it to the Solution Challenge so you can get prizes and great networking opportunities. All right, that's my last plug for today.
That's a really good point, Daniel. Thanks for bringing that up. If I have never made a project, how am I going to get started? Like, what should I start doing now? And yeah, how am I going to make the best project that could potentially win or give me the greatest amount of experience? What should I do? Or Lydia, if you know, because you did you made a project too.
Sorry, what was the question?
What should I do right now to prepare or like get into project making for the Solution Challenge?
Oh, I guess one way to prepare yourself is to join our future workshops. And one of our future workshops is to get down the basics of Flutter and Firebase, because in the Solution Challenge, one of the requirements is to use at least one Google Technologies, I believe. So it's best for you to join these workshops. You can develop more skills and experience with Flutter and Firebase.
What's Flutter and what's Firebase?
So Flutter and Firebase are both Google Technologies. Flutterbase is used for front end development for both mobile and web developments, and Firebase is for backend for both mobile and web development also.
Thank you.
Also, I like to add something up. Like, if you really like this podcast, and so you guys could let us know about some topics for our next podcast, you can just comment it down in the comment section. We really like your response on how you really like this podcast. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening to our podcast. See you in next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.